Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to get back onto our normal videos talking about stocks, stock market news. The last 2 days have been kind of crazy, but something that I think needed to be talked about in the whole community, and there's definitely some great YouTubers out there that are coming out and speaking about what has happened, but hey, hopefully that's the last of it now. Get back onto our normal content. And yeah, there was some big news this week, so we're going to talk about some of the news that affected some of these companies this week. So if you could, smash the like button. If you are new, subscribe. That always helps the channel out. And yeah, we'll get stuck onto this penny stock that's going to 10x in the next week. I mean, we're going to talk about Gang and Win Resorts to start with, and some big news that came out about these two companies. So if you don't know, Gang actually supplies a platform for Win Resorts and helps them do online betting and online sports betting and casinos. And there was some news that came out that really helped these two companies about the New York and allowing online gambling. But another thing that came out that was really based on Win but also affects Gang is that Win is now operating in 8 new states. So we can see here Win takes its sport betting casino app into its 8th state. So we know that Win has been in a lot of states here before, but we can see here this Michigan launch is getting more and more closer. And also that it is in addition, WinBet has secured markets in Indiana, Iowa, Massachusetts, Nevada, and now Ohio. So it's great. It's a great one to look out for, because the more that Win gets out there, that means more and more revenue for Gang that's going to come in. So yeah, very positive news, as well as with the information that came out about the New York betting getting closer. So yeah, that would be a great addition this year. But definitely some great news for Gang. It's just been on an incredible run, and just some great news just to top it off once again. So yeah, really looking forward to earnings and seeing what management have to say, even if it's good or bad earnings and it moves down. Next up was Jet2. So this is one of the stocks that I know plenty of you guys invested in. It's a company that I'm invested in, and I think a lot of us have like over 100% gains on this one, which is absolutely crazy, but still a lot of upside in this one. And it announced loads of new flight destinations this week, and that news took the stock up. And then pretty much a few days later, it came out that the UK, well, I think this is what caused the drop. The UK government is potentially looking at shutting its borders, and then that sent a lot of the airlines down. And I think also TUI this week had a share rights offering, I think. So I don't know if any of you guys were involved in that one, but yeah, Jet2, that obviously affected that stock, and it had a bit of a dip on Friday. Like the stock was down like 8%, and quite often now get like people saying, I was one of the people that missed that early dip in Jet2, the COVID. Is this, can I still buy the company? And when you look at a company, if it's still going to increase revenue, if it's still going to increase profit, and it's a great company, and there's still share price gains to be had, it's never too late to buy a company. If you're going to make money on it, it's never too late. And if you get an opportunity like this where Jet2 dropped like 8% or something on Friday, like that's a golden opportunity if you wanted to get involved in a company like Jet2. Those are if you are wanting to get involved, those are your times where you're like, right, I missed it, but I've got a nice little opportunity here now to get it a tiny bit cheaper. So if you were on the sidelines and you wanted to get involved and join the 100% club on that one, that was a pretty decent opportunity. I was very close to actually averaging up on Friday with that one. Next up, Jack Ma. He came out. We found him. We know if we ever get into a big game of hide and seek, you need to have him on your team because you will win. And yeah, eventually Jack Ma came out. Because of that news, crazy that it actually sent the stock up 8%. Like I thought that if he came out, like I always thought like it might move up like 2-3%, but 8%. I was like, wow, that made such a difference. And since like the Christmas Eve lows, Alibaba's up like a good nearly 20% now, and just shows you you look at a stock and you see all this bad news and the stock coming down. You've always got to work out, right, realistically, has this fundamentally changed the company, or is this just short-term news? And you're buying a great company at cheap prices that has probably been affected a little too much. And yeah, that was exactly the situation what we had with Jack Ma and also Alibaba. Obviously, the other thing was the blacklisting from the US stock market. That's gone. Jack Ma's been found again. So yeah, it's looking pretty good on the Alibaba front now, and we got a nice dip on it. So yeah, that was positive news, and yeah, well done for winning the hide and seek game, Jack Ma. And last of all, earnings coming up next week. So on the US front, it starts to get a little bit busier. The week after is another busy week as well. But on the earnings front, we do start to get some big names out here. So I've got the list up here for you on Monday. Tuesday, I mean, Johnson & Johnson, AMD, Microsoft, Starbucks. Wednesday, Boeing, Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Lam Research. I mean, Wednesday could be like maybe a live stream Q&A earnings session, maybe, I don't know. But definitely some really big names there. I always thought Microsoft was actually going to report on the Wednesday, so that would have been amazing to have Apple, Tesla, Facebook, and Microsoft all in there. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. And then obviously like McDonald's, Visa. So yeah, definitely a crazy week on the earnings front. I'm sure you'll have at least one company reporting earnings next week, so we definitely want to keep an eye on. But yeah, starts to really pick up on the earnings front, and hey, you know, if we get a nice surprise and the stock goes down maybe 10-20% off some bad earnings, could be an opportunity to finally get back involved in the stock market, because like I say, it's been a weird week. It's been like, I think it's been quite a few days, over a week now that I've since the last bought a company now. So hopefully there's some good opportunity there. As I record this video, I'm looking into a few companies, so maybe I do find one there as well, but we'll see what happens exactly. So I hope this information was a little bit useful for you. I trying to do one of these a week where I just go and recap some mini stories that might not deserve a video, but hey, I can talk about it for like 2 or 3 minutes. So hopefully it was useful. If you could, smash the like button. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. And if you join my Patreon, the link is in the description. I also talk about when I'm buying and selling companies on there, portfolio reviews on there. There's also some private live streams on there. There's a Discord, there's everything on there. And if you do want to start buying some of these companies, there's a link to a Trading 212 account in the description, and a free trade account. You open up an account through there, you get a free share when you open up an account, which is pretty good if you want to start investing. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.